On the floor. Floor, I love to dance, so give me more. More till I can't stand, get on the floor. Floor like it's your last chance if you want more. More than here I am.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. Alright, so feeling refreshed after a few days of feeling not so fresh. But I'm back to make a wonderful dish, one of my favorites. I'm gonna make everything from scratch. The tomato sauce, the chicken part, everything. Well, minus the pasta, but you get the idea. And I'm not making cheese from scratch. That's where I draw the line. I'm going to make chicken parmesan, one of my favorite meals. I love this. It's such a comfort food. It's just so good. On this channel, carbs are not bad, all right? Without further ado, let's get to. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is use a meat tenderizer mallet to just pound out the chicken. You can always slice the chicken in half too, make it thinner, but I'm just going to beat the crap out of this chicken. So I'll show you what it's like when I'm all finished getting my beat on. Alright, next step, 3 large eggs, just whisking it because we're going to marinate our chicken in the egg. We're gonna add a tad of salt, not much, some black pepper, as much as you like on that. I love pepper, so you can add other seasonings if you want to. I'm gonna add mostly the seasonings in the sauce and breading. So for each chicken breast, I'm just going to add a bit of the egg and let it marinate while I prepare the sauce. Alright guys, I have a medium saucepan. I'm gonna put the heat on medium high-ish. I'm gonna put some olive oil. I'm using Cola Vita Mediterranean olive oil. So we're gonna let that heat up, and once it's heated up, we're gonna put 2 cloves of garlic minced and half of a yellow onion. You can tell when the olive oil is ready because it starts becoming aromatic. I'm gonna add the onion in and the garlic. Stir that around. Can you guys see my pot? Not really, huh? Just until the onions start becoming translucent and very fragrant. I love that smell of onions and garlic. Oh yes. I'm just gonna make enough sauce, the onions, for my batch of parmesan I'm making today. Alright, it's been about 3 minutes, so now I'm gonna add the tomato paste. Half of a small can here. Cook a little bit here. Turn down the heat a little bit so it doesn't burn. Cooking the tomato paste first gets rid of that tomato paste acid taste. So just let it cook a little before adding the other tomatoes. I'm gonna add a bit more olive oil to cook the tomato paste. It really transforms the flavor of tomato paste when you do this. Alright, now I'm gonna add some San Marzano tomatoes. You can use crushed tomatoes, whole tomatoes. These are whole. And again, I'm gonna add about half the can and crush them myself because sometimes I like to have a little bit of chunkiness. That's just how I like my tomatoes. It's up to you how you like your tomato consistency. Actually, I'll add a bit more because I forgot. We're gonna need some sauce for the spaghetti as well. So I'm actually gonna add the whole can. Oh, these are good tomatoes. They're so good. Now, before we let this simmer, we're gonna add the seasonings. So we're gonna add some salt, just like that. Some garlic powder. Some basil. A little bit of Italiano blend. Has some oregano and other herbs. That's pretty much it. We're gonna let it cook down. All the flavors marry, like they say on cooking shows. Here we go. Alright, reduce the heat to about 3. Let it simmer for a little while, just while I prepare my chicken. Let's get to cooking the chicken. Alright guys, what I'm going to use for my breading is some Parmesan cheese. I think I put about a half a cup. Some breadcrumbs, regular breadcrumbs, and also some panko. Because the panko, or the Japanese breadcrumbs as they call them, are more crunchy. So now what we're going to do is coat the chicken breasts and then get them ready to fry. So I've turned my sauce off and I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees. My chicken's been marinating in the egg mixture. I did add a pinch of sugar to my sauce. Maybe a tablespoon at most. So I'm going to shake off the excess here of the egg stuff and work with this hand to coat the chicken. This is my first time making this. I'm kind of just going with like what I've seen here and there on the internet, plus kind of thinking of what I would do in general. I know that you have to bread things with breadcrumbs and egg and stuff like that. And just make sure I got this side. I have a pan heating up with some, see that? With some olive oil. These are going to be long. Oops, wrong hand. Now, I don't really measure when I cook. I just kind of guess. Just making sure everything gets stuck to the chicken. Okay, there we go. You know, don't be afraid to try different foods because that's how you kind of develop your palate in a way. So, all right, let's get ready to fry these babies. So what I'm gonna do, this is new, so take some olive oil spray and use a baking dish. This is probably a baking dish that is too small. We're gonna be having spaghettini. That's our choice. Kind of like angel hair pasta. You can have whatever pasta you like on the side. This is my favorite for chicken parm. I think these are about ready to flip. Oh yeah. Maybe even a bit too long. They were down there a bit too long. Oh, they're a nice brown. Oh yeah. Okay. About 5 or 6 minutes each side. Then we're gonna coat them and put them in the oven. Oh yeah. Alright guys, now comes the fun part. Putting it in the oven so we can eat it. This is what the chicken turned out like. So we're just gonna scoop the tomato sauce on the chicken here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I love chunky tomatoes, so. I have some mozzarella, pizza mozzarella. Each piece is gonna have a lot of cheese. Yes, indeed. Alright, and we're gonna just put this in a 400-degree oven just until the cheese is nice and bubbly and browning. Don't do what I just did. Okay. Woo, that looks good. We just need to top it with a bit of Parmesan cheese. And we're good to go. Let's eat. Ooh, hello guys. Well, it's ready. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take a bite of this chicken. So I put a bit of Parm cheese, so cheesy, on the top and tender. Mix it with the spaghetti. Yeah. Can you see? Beauty bite. I see. Shh. That tomato sauce is so good. Oh man, that tastes like chicken parmesan. Just like I have at restaurants. So tender, oh my gosh. And cheesy. It's falling apart. It is very hot, though. Put my elbows on the table if I want. Remember I told you about my camp horror stories? Summer camp? And they made you, like, push a spoon across the floor in front of everybody in the eating hall if you put your elbows on the table? Chantal, Keen and Abel, get your elbows off the table. This is not a horse's stable, but a first-class dining table. Stand up, please. So horrifying. Like, what are you trying to do, traumatize children? You don't mean Parm cheese, okay? I get you're trying to, like, teach kids manners, but come on, there's got to be a more efficient way. I'm still putting my elbows on the table. I don't care what you say. Super cheesy. The breading absorbed a lot of the juice from the tomatoes. It's made the chicken very tender. Yeah, so those of you who are new, I told a story a couple years ago. My mom sent me away to this summer camp. Parents want their kids involved in things. And I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. It was a nightmare. But particularly, I had to share a cabin with some snotty girls, but also how they would humiliate you in like the dining hall if you put your elbows on the table. It was just like so embarrassing. Everyone's watching you push a spoon across the floor with your nose, which is not really easy to do. Yeah. I'm glad I made this. I'm kind of annoyed because I got in the groceries today. Every night I've been enjoying watching one of my shows and having a snack. I've been eating these Smart Food 50 calories per cup white cheddar popcorn, and I like these chips. Like I mix the popcorn in. The popcorn makes the bulk of the snack and then a few of these. But I just found out that there's a recall on these because there's like glass in them. And yeah, I checked the date. I'll make sure like it's within the recall range, but I'm pretty sure it is. So that's annoying. Yeah, and I like having, you guys should try Sprite Zero or I use like the No Name brand. Spritz it up with some fresh lemon squeezed in. It's very refreshing, I don't know. I find most soda dehydrates you more, but there's something about the lemon lime sodas that are more refreshing, you know? Watching people eat pasta is one of those things you either like or hate. Which I'm assuming if you're here, you don't mind it, but that's probably not the case. Whoops, Parmesan went flying everywhere. Wrap the chicken in the pasta. Yeah, I like that. So, the weather's so weird today. It's gonna be 18 in the teens all week, when it was just like in the minus the other day. I have some peanuts I'm gonna go feed. There's a squirrel park. There's a squirrel park, so we're gonna go feed the squirrels. I love squirrels. They're so cute. Aren't they just cute? I love rodents. I find them cute. I don't understand people's fear of rodents. It might be the disease part I guess people are scared of, but yeah, they don't really touch you, do they? I don't know. I could get being scared of them for that reason, but to not like how they look, they're just so cute, you know? So much cheese. That's so good. My weakness is I love cheese so much. Like all kinds of cheese. I love dairy, basically. Doesn't always agree with me if I eat too much. My body's weird like that. Oh no, you can't come up here. I'm eating. This is a big, really big bite. I got tired all of a sudden. I'm not full, tired. Do the runaround. You know what? When you're a person who doesn't really exercise, which I know is not. Yes, I know exercise is good for me. I'm just saying, for somebody who doesn't exercise, just doing things like errands and cooking, running around in your kitchen cooking and, you know. Sorry, I got distracted by the deliciousness. It's a friggin' workout, man. Housework is even listed on my FitnessPal as exercise. Sam, you're weird, Sam. And he lets me use them as a pillow, look. Oh, this is cozy. I feel like I'm at the spa. He's weird. This was really good. Very delicious. And it wasn't even that hard. You know, like you could even use just jar sauce, frozen chicken cutlets. I'm gonna be cooking another African dish soon. I've been craving it so bad. I love Parmesan cheese. I prefer the Reggiano, but I didn't go to Farm Boy today. My favorite grocery store. Farm Boy is a food lover's dream or worst nightmare. It's one of those stores you go in and it's just indulgence. They just have so much good stuff. Where are you going, Sam? By the way, after wearing all those wigs, it actually made me miss and appreciate my own hair. Looks like crap right now, but when I do it nice, it doesn't look that bad. It's just wearing a wig, my scalp itches, and it's just like you're always having to like watch it doesn't fly off. And the other day I was driving home, I wore a wig and I tossed it in the back and I stopped to get gas. And it was a full serve gas station, which are very rare these days. And the guy was pumping my gas and he's like, are those hair extensions in the back? And I was like, oh, I'm like, it's a wig. He gave me a card. He's like, my boss cleans cars. I was like, oh, like, are you trying to tell me something here? I didn't get offended, honestly. It is what it is. My car is a mess. And yes, I should keep it cleaner than I do. I should keep a lot of things cleaner than I do, all right? It's a struggle. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I've never been a super clean person when it comes to housework, bare minimum. Seriously, I have to really force myself. Oh, forgot to make an appointment to get my tires changed too for 2 winter tires. But I'm getting excited to watch my traditional Christmas movies every year. Muppets Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph, Frosty, The Grinch. I don't like any of those like Hallmark or like Christmas holiday romance movies. Like The Christmas Prince or whatever, I don't know. I watch horror movies all year long. Woo! Now I'm good. Oh, that was so good. Oh, I did a good job at myself. I really enjoyed that. I guess I won't get to enjoy my glass chips, but I'm gonna open. Oh, carrot glass? That must have. Somebody had a chip and there was like glass fragments in it. They needed like minor dental work. I'd be like suing for the minor. You know what? You can say I'm suing, but it costs money to sue people. So a lot of people go to Judge Judy. I'd be too intimidated to go to Judge Judy because she really lets you have it. I think it's funny, but I would probably cry. I don't blame her, honestly. She must see the most ridiculous cases on a daily basis. And at some point, she becomes so, like, desensitized and just annoyed that she has this, like, perma-bitch status going on. You know? She's funny. Sir, are you stupid? Alright, guys, I'm gonna, like, go and veg out and then clean. Yay! That's the one thing I hate about cooking is all the freaking cleanup mess. And I do clean as I go, but the dishes... Excuse me, I guess I just have to load them in the dishwasher, but the pots, no. Those have to be scrubbed. It is what it is, right? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it made you hungry. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.